Okay, so I finished the My Hero manga, and wow. First things first, I want to get this out of the way. I really don't like the structure of the manga. It really sucks, in my opinion. They structured it sort of like a comic book, but I hate reading comic books. There's so much stuff on one page. The visuals are so hard to keep track of. I didn't really like the style that the manga was written in, but like that's just a personal preference thing. That's not like a dig at the show or anything. All right, so this video I'm mainly going to talk about how dude, the villains don't stop getting plot armor. Like it's more than just all for one at this point. It's a lot of them and it's annoying. I'll start with like things that I liked about like everything past the anime. By the way, if you've only watched the anime, major spoilers coming up in the video, so just click away. Number one, Stars and Stripes was really cool, and I really liked her, and I really liked how she had like this whole thing with All for One. The only thing that this is kind of a complaint, but like whatever. I wish she would have met Midoriya, which she doesn't, because she fucking dies immediately. Like as soon as she comes in, she comes out. Like it's really fast, but she was a really cool character. Ioma being a spy was, I did not see that coming, and I usually am like theory crafting and kind of figure things out before things are revealed in the show, and I didn't, because like a while ago in the show they alluded to there being a spy within the student body, but then it just never came up again. So I was like, oh, I guess there just wasn't a spy, but there was. Oyama was the spy, and I liked their whole story arc with him coming to terms with him being a spy and everyone still backing him up. That was super nice. And then another big one that was really nice was Shoji's whole battle with oppression, where Spinner's ideals of being violent in order to get your point across were combated by Shoji, that has been through a lot of violence and through a lot of hatred, tries to make everyone following Spinner realize that, hey, maybe we should just forgive, right? Maybe we should just be nice to each other and not try to kill each other. That was super nice. I really liked that whole dynamic, and I want to see more of that. I really like Shoji. I want to see more of him. He's super cool. And now I get to my gripes with the show, which start at the very beginning. Shigaraki should have died. This is going to be a theme throughout this video where I'm going to say character, insert character here, should have died, because they should have died. Like, Stars and Stripes throws basically a cruise missile at him, like damn near half a nuke, and the explanation for him surviving that was, I dug a hole at the right time. That's how he survived the nuke. And it's like, I kind of understand how he got out of the whole built-in doomsday device that Stars and Stripes put in her own quirk when he absorbed it. I get that one. Like that makes sense. But like, you dodged a nuke by digging a hole at the right time. Like, come on now. Like, that one was okay. Moving on. So the next biggest thing, and I was like really pissed, so much so that I stopped reading. I was so pissed off with the fact that this just happened. The heroes, as always, create this very well thought out plan where everyone's, being working together, and there's like perfect teamwork and everything works out, and they catch the villains completely off guard like they always do. And they catch Shigaraki in this stadium in the sky that's custom built to fight him. Like, he can't use his decay really because things pop in and pop out. Like, they rebuild the stadium so fast that his decay doesn't really work, and it's being constantly powered by the people of UA, and everyone's working together, and like this is like a big project that they put together to stop him. And even I completely forget his name because I don't like him, the class B guy that can copy quirks, he had a starring role here where he was erasing Chigaraki's quirk because Eraser can't do it anymore. And it's like they have all this stuff planned out and they have him cornered and there's nothing he can do. And then he just starts growing arms. What? And it's like, oh, well, that's a quirk. They'll just erase the quirk. It's like, no, he starts regenerating constantly and making these giant fingers and arms. And then that's somehow not a quirk, so it can't be erased. Like, what constitutes a quirk? Like, I would say anything like abnormal that someone can do would constitute as a quirk, right? Like, super regeneration is a superpower. So why does it not count as a superpower? And why can't Eraser just erase that? It doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, you can argue, it's like, oh, it's just his body regenerate, but that's a fucking superpower. That one, the fact that Shigaraki just fucking had a superpower that didn't count as a superpower was so annoying. He was just winning just because he is Shigaraki and he's supposed to win right now. Like, it's baffling. And then, like, I haven't talked about him almost at all. Dabi should be dead. Like, multiple times over, he should be dead. He should have probably died when Shoujo did the first big phosphorus on him. Probably should have been gone there. But then he got back up and started going crazy, burning himself like crazy. Probably should have died there. And then he leaves and then starts fighting with Endeavor, the #1 hero, exuding so much firepower that it's burning even Endeavor, and he's still alive. How? How is he still alive? He should be dead. Like, the only reason he's not dead is because we're supposed to get, like, this emotional family moment with Shoujo and Endeavor and their whole family. But it's like, he should be dead, right? Like, then comes, like, the villains' backstories. And what I mean by that is, none of the villains have a good backstory. Like, they're all just psychomaniacs, all of them. They have a backstory, they have things like... Okay, let me collect myself here. One of Spinner's bonding moments with Shigaraki, the reason why he's killing a bunch of people and raging through the streets like a maniac, one of the bonding moments that they show to, like, show why he's so dedicated to Shigaraki is Spinner noticing that Shigaraki plays League of Legends, and he also plays League of Legends. So now he's dedicated to him for life. He'll go out and kill people and destroy things for him, like, no questions asked, because you play League just like me. It's like, dude, you're just a maniac. Like, you're just a horrible person. And it's not as crazy with all the other ones, but it's the same as, like, Dabi. Boo-hoo, you didn't get attention as a child. He murders people in, like, the most painful way possible. He tortures everyone he kills, and he kills a lot of people. He wants to murder his entire family because they didn't pay attention to him when he was a kid. Like, dude, like, I get it. It probably sucked. But that's not a good enough reason to just murder everybody. Like... And then it's like, then it's Shigaraki. Shigaraki is just a bad person. Like, he's just... Midoriya wants to save Shigaraki because he thinks that everyone can be saved, and he saw Shigaraki crying one time, so he must be able to be saved. Shigaraki, to me, and this might sound a bit harsh, but I equate him to what I would equate Hitler to. Like, bro failed an art project and then decided, okay, now it's everyone else's problem. Like, his dad was mean to him, so now he goes, oh, okay, I'm going to kill everyone. Like, and then Midoriya's like, Dude, I can save him. Like, no, you can't, and you shouldn't. He needs to be put in the ground. Like, this, it's ridiculous. It's like, notice how, and it's like, oh, Jeremy, you love Naruto, and in Naruto, these things happen where Naruto tries to save everyone that's murdered hundreds of people, but then that's because those people have actual redeeming qualities. Nagato had redeeming qualities. Obito had redeeming qualities and a genuine back why they do what they do. Notice how Naruto never tried to talk to fucking Madara because he knew that Madara was a psycho murderer. He was fucking crazy. He knew he wasn't gonna get to him. Like, I feel like Shigaraki is even worse because Madara had like a somewhat plan to like achieve peace. Shigaraki just wants to kill everybody. Like, okay, rant about the manga over. Like, despite everything I just said, anytime the villains aren't the focus or just aren't on screen, I am loving the story because I like all the other characters. And I want to point out two like real funny moments in the manga. I'll probably put them up right here in the screen. One, Tsukuyomi's, that's his hero name. I think it's Tokoyami is his actual name. The bird guy. His fucking face. I forget what was it that happened. I think it was Makina switched over to like their side. I think that's what happened, where he was so surprised. It was fucking hilarious. And then there was this one scene. I forget the girl's name. Dude, I'm not good with names. It's the girl that can basically do genjutsu. Like, she can make illusions and stuff. And she comes in and she says the craziest, like, most Gen Z thing ever. And I'll put it up on screen. I forget what she even, like, actually said. But it was, like, some, like, no cap, like, absolute. It was bad. But I loved it. It was hilarious. Anyways, yeah, I'll probably give my thoughts on more as like the manga goes on. By the way, All For One, that's a whole nother can of beans, and I'll probably get into him later in a later video. I'm waiting for the most recent chapter to come out because if he kills All Might, I'll probably drop the show. But anyways, yeah, no, that's it from me. Hope you had a good morning.